Hi, hello, I am Mandy. Right, now, I was listening to another reader, he was reading on Donald Trump, and he mentioned something about something that happened with Ivanka and her son, his grandson. He was going to this convention or one of his rallies or something like that. Anyway, he was busy. He was headed towards the podium, and his grandson was there. And he seen his granddad and he was like, oh, granddad, he ran up to him like that. And Trump just totally ignored him. Do you know what I mean? He just totally blanked him. Snubbed him. And he ran to his mum and Ivanka picked him up, gave him a cuddle. How did she feel about that? How did she feel about her dad now, after he did that? After he snubbed his 3-year-old grandson? How did Ivanka feel about that? And how does she feel about her dad now? How does she feel about Donald Trump now? Maybe she thought, he didn't realise. Normally he would have picked him up, but he was too busy, Or did it take her back to when she was a child and he did it to her? So she knows how it feels. To be snubbed by the person you love. Let's see what the cards have to say. So how did Ivanka feel about that? How does Ivanka, I keep on going to say Melania. It's because he compared them to each other, didn't it? How does Ivanka feel about her dad now? After he snubbed his grandchild. A 3-year-old grandchild. How does she feel about that? How does she feel? Well, she realises it was a social gathering. Like an engagement. So that's where they were when it happened. She wants to let go of the past and focus on the future. She's just about moving away from home as well. The 6 of Cups reversed, so she's moving away from her dad. She's going to let go of the past and focus on the future. Put my glasses on, innit? Right. Actually, I can see it better without. Okay. So she's got a choice and she's going to make it based on her sincere feelings for her dad. It's deep feelings. And she feels like, from a mother's point of view, it may play a significant a role in the way she feels in the near future events. So it did bother her as a mother. She doesn't want to get involved. She doesn't want to come out of the frying pan and into the fire. That's how she feels if she gets involved. She's already got involved too much. She may. Because I think she realised at the time that he wouldn't have done that on purpose to his own grandson. but she's growing up, and she wants to grow up and move on. You know, she's making a choice based on sincere feelings as a mother. Okay. And she doesn't want to, you know, jump out of the frying pan and into the fire again. For him. There's malicious gossip around her. She had a lack of awareness. And she's been unwilling to learn karmic lessons in the past. Maybe this opened her eyes. But it was a social gathering. So we got that card in the beginning. And it did make her think about her childhood, what happened in her childhood memories. But that was reversed. And she wants to let go of the past and focus on the future. And grow up. And leave her dad behind. She doesn't want to go back into the frying pan, jump out of the frying pan into the fire. She has to make an emotional choice as a mother. I got that before years ago. You know, after 2020 election, to see if she would turn on her dad, and it said that she would be more focused on her children. There's no way she's going to go to jail, you know, and leave her kids on their own. Because she's got to think logically. And she needs to detach. And use her head. Instead of her heart. Alright? You know. It's an upheaval. It's a never-ending cycle. You know, she realizes she can't step into the same river twice. It was a gamble. And her destiny as a mother. To be a mother. She feels. It's a decisive moment that she's come to. There's been reality and clarity. She realizes she made poor choices. She lacks opportunities. And she lacks options. Shame. Shame, innit? She fears doing it on her own. Overcoming self-doubt. You know? She needs to be strong. You know? She needs to be strong and have courage and be brave and confident. Where's Jared now? Is he with her? Or is he gone abroad again? No, I mean, where's he go? To the Middle East, isn't it? Yeah. She's feeling hopeless. She's focusing on the negative. Bless her. I feel sorry for Ivanka. Because I know what it's like to really, really love your dad and want to do what's, you love your dad, don't you? You believe everything your dad says. You don't think he's a bad man no matter what. We don't know what our parents are getting up to and what they're getting us into half the time. You know what I mean? Or if, I mean, my parents would never get me involved in something like that, you know. But ours didn't. She trusted him, and I've trusted my mum before, and she's done a number on me. But I trusted her, just like Ivanka trusted her dad. But I think it's not, she hasn't really decided. She's discovering her herself. She just wants to be a mum right now. No, she doesn't want to have any more to do with it, to be honest. But she hasn't really made her mind up. So I have the High Priestess. Which could be her standing in her power. She wants to discover herself. She's standing in her power. She cannot be controlled. Again. She's thinking of moving abroad anyway. To foreign land. She's planning moving forward with self-confidence and self-belief. She wants freedom, she wants success, and she wants to be happy with the choices she makes and the outcomes. She wants to grow and experience more of life. She's walking away. She's walking away. It's been self-sabotaging behaviour, underhanded behaviour and deception. There's a lack of communication now because he's too aggressive and intimidating, abusive and violent. He's committed crimes of rape. Ooh. Yeah, no. She's going to do it on her own. And she's going to use her mind properly. She's going to be committed and dedicated and concentrate on her future ambitions, which will bring results and rewards. And it'll be a new job. And she's going to indulge herself. Because there's excessive clashing, lack of perspective. He was antagonistic, and it was just creating discord all around. She ain't got no direction though. She actually feels powerless and blocked. What's going on with Ivanka? Yeah. She's going to have to return. And it's going to cause her to lose momentum. And it's all going to happen really, really fast. From opposing forces. Seduction, lies and disorganization. there's this person who's going to try to impose their values on her. Yeah, she's going to come in from the cold. And it's going to, she's going to get a new job. I think she's just going to leave and go elsewhere where it's better. You know. So with her dad, she's out in the cold. She's sort of gossip around her. There's everything is like, oh God, I need to sneeze. She needs to just escape and get away from it all. And that's what she wants to do. Start a new life. And I mean, some people say she'd be divorcing him, but I don't think so. I think she just wants to work on that, on her children and her marriage. Yeah, so if it is Jared, he's devious. But then this could be Trump because he's devious and prejudiced, right? And one whose main focus is just to self-promote. So this is who she's dealing with. There's her kids and there's this one as well. So there's her family and there's that one. He doesn't offer much, really. He's intelligent and full of new ideas. She has to follow her heart. Feels like she has to follow her heart. And express herself. He don't appreciate her anyway. She feels like she's not appreciated by him. She's got Ivanka has childhood issues. Okay. She may have been sexually abused, and there's bad news. She's had broken dreams with this. You know, she's been someone who doesn't plan for tomorrow. Now she has to. She feels disgraced. She feels like she's being hunted. And she's lost. She's lost. She's refusing to compromise. She's making one last stand. It's a foolish defensive position. That says she will stand by her dad. Unless this is talking about her marriage. Okay, because I had the King of Wands reversed. So that's a man around her, and that was next to the Empress. So that could be either Jared or her dad. Okay? And she's refusing to compromise and give in. Okay, she's making one last stand. It's a foolish defensive position. Okay. She's thinking about money. She's preoccupied with money. She's not got very good money management skills. And she is someone who will do anything for money. Or the person she's working with alongside, you know. This, because I'm asking about her dad. That's her dad. Okay? Now, right now, I'm going to put these glasses on because it's better. It's better. Right. He's materialistic, preoccupied with money. He's one who mismanages money and someone who will do anything for money. Yeah? And she feels like she's in a foolish defensive position and weakened. She's refusing to compromise and give in. Or he is. If someone's bringing in bad news. But I think that with the little one, I think she realised that her dad was too busy to stop. So that didn't bother her. She's sick. She fears moving on. And she's accepting her lot. She's feeling really uninspired. She lacks inspiration. She's not coping with this very well at all. Not at all. There's delays and disappointment. And it was a paltry effort. She feels like she's wasted her time. And to stick around and she was subpoenaed to testify against him. She would have to. She would have to, because there's, who's going to look after her children? Who's going to bring her children up? Where's Jared? Half the time. She's moving forward. She'll accept help around her. And she'll rejoin the world again. And then there'll be new beginnings. It'll be very emotional for her. It'll bring up a new upsurge of new feelings. It'll be an outpouring of emotion. So it's going to be like a breakdown at first. There's going to be a release. I think everything's going to come out. And yeah. And it's karmic retribution. She knows it's been dishonest and corrupt. She has a lack of accountability. And she's trying to avoid karma. Ouch. Ouch. She can't think straight. She needs help. Unclear thinking. Right, so she's got problems with someone who is unconcerned with the feelings, with her feelings. Right? They don't care about her feelings, so why should she care about them? She don't care about her dad's feelings anymore. She don't care. She wants to escape ruin and pull herself together, learn from the past, yeah, and the hardship and fears coming true. She wants to just stop fearing everything and get away from it all. And she wants it all to end, so she can expand her horizon again. You know. But there's travel again on this card and completion. Okay, sorry about that. One of the cards nearly fell. She hasn't learned from her past, from past mistakes. She's indecisive again. And it's causing her delays and frustration. There's a major choice to be made in love. It's a perfect union, a perfect partnership. And they have shared values. Ivanka's got a lack of independence. Yeah. And her dad is a shady investment. And there's a lot of shady investments. And another thing I noticed about Ivanka is she's very codependent. You know? And abuse of power. A lack of control. An absent father. And father issues. She needs to get herself independent or from her dad. Okay, because she's codependent with her dad. That's what it is. So the cards are saying is she's too dependent upon her dad. Or a man. Any man. Her father, her husband. Complicit, wasn't it what she said? If I have to be complicit, I will be. Yeah. Like Melania when she wore that coat. That jacket that said, I don't care, do you? When she was at the border, seeing those poor little kids that were locked up and taken away from their parents. I don't care, do you? What a bitch. So anyway, right around Alania is conflict, fighting and arguments. There's rows and disagreement. Okay, everybody, it's aggression, clashing personalities. She's being defensive and territorial and she wants to be disobedient. No, she's not going to be obedient anymore. She is not. It's time for her to grow up and become her own person. There you are. There you are. Letting the old, shedding the old, letting go of people, possessions, issues. Okay? So she's going to let go of that. Because she's got an unwarranted fear of poverty. By holding on to her dad is sharing the greed and sharing the crime. She knows he's a criminal now. She knows what he's all about now. And what she was believing in was all lies. She knows who her dad really is now. She's going to let go. She's going to let go of the people, and possessions. Because she knows that he only looking out for himself, only ever looking out for himself. Arrogant and reckless. An overly loud, confident show-off. He was always full of promises, promised the world, and didn't give nothing, didn't deliver. One of those. Promises everything and gives you nothing. She fears letting go of her dad in this new beginning. She thinks she might repeat negative patterns. She's resisting the change, and she's dependent. She's, like I said, she's dependent, codependent. She can't make this enforced change. She can't. She's resisting change. She's delaying it. She's avoiding losing her dad, and she knows it's time to pick up the pieces and start anew. Because this is a burden for her, a responsibility, and it's a weight on her shoulders. She feels it could be an obligation, and she's burnt out with it. It's uphill struggle, and she's been taken for granted. And it's been too much. She's taken on too much. She's not interested in her dad anymore. And his negative patterns. She's going to detach from him. There you are. I don't even need to pull any more cards, because the answer is no, she's not going to. What was the question? What was the question? How does Ivanka feel about her dad after he snubbed his 3-year-old grandson, her son? Right. So, the answer to that was, she realised that he didn't mean to, he probably didn't see him. Right, because he had his mind focused on what he was doing. Right, she realises that. Well, and then I asked, will she put herself, put him before her, right, and her children? If she was subpoenaed, would she throw her dad under the bus? Would she turn on him, or would she defend him? Would she be, carry on the way they used to be, the way they were? And these cards are saying it's a hard decision for her to make, but she knows she has to look after her children and put her children first. And she needs to put herself before her dad and break away from him, because she's been codependent on him, and believed him, hung on every single word he said. My dad's wonderful, and don't anybody ever tell me anything different. And now she's found out that he's actually different. He's not as wonderful as she actually thought he was. And it's sad, because look at what she did for him. And like all the others, he took the piss out of her. Big time. Put them all in danger, he did. For his own greed. So no, I don't think she's going to put her neck on the line for her dad. If she has to, she'll throw him under the bus. That's what I got in that reading. So, if you like that, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Until next time, I am Mandy, Mystic Tarot. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.